We're on Deer Pond in the Essex Chain. It's a chain of lakes just north of Newcomb, New York. This chain of lakes has been on my bucket list for 2 years now, so I'm excited to finally get to do it. And I chose the perfect time. As you can see behind me, fall is here. In the blink of an eye, the leaves have the trees and the leaves have transformed and changed colors quickly. So I'm in store for some beautiful colors, beautiful scenery, and hopefully a fish or two. Right now I'm on, again, Deer Pond, and I'm slowly just going to navigate my way from here to Grassy Pond and spend 2 nights on Grassy Pond and maybe a third night on Third Lake. But super excited for this trip. I hear so many good things about this chain of lakes, and the weather's very comfortable, and it's going to be an exciting time. It's going to be a great trip. The water's super low. It's been a super dry summer. It reveals some pretty cool rock structures. Okay, that portage is over. It was a half mile. It wasn't awful. I did double carry it. One thing I noticed on that portage is the smells of fall. Typically people are looking for the visual stimulation of fall, but walking through those woods, you can definitely notice the smell of fall. The leaf litter just smells nutty. The spruce tree smells sprucier, if that's even a thing. But the air is crisp. It just feels good, and it's just pretty. It smells good, looks good, and makes portaging a little bit more enjoyable. This is Third Lake. It's the biggest lake in the chain. There's a lean-to on this lake and a couple primitive campsites. It's lake trout, rainbow trout, and Atlantic salmon in this lake. So the plan is to spend Friday here, so 2 days from now, and fish. So I'm going to fish on the way out, but more time will be spent on Friday. And this is Second Lake. It's directly connected to Third Lake. No portage necessary. It's a tiny little guy. This is one of the most impressive beaver dams I've ever seen. It's got to be 6, maybe 5, maybe 4 feet tall. That's a lot of effort. It's holding back a lot of water. This little peninsula would make a sweet campsite. And here's the canoe carry to First Lake. Only a 1/10 of a mile. It's a shorty but a goodie. There's a short portage. Probably one of the prettier portages I've been on. You have beaver dams, the giant boulders, little rock gardens, slow moving water, green algae. It was pretty. And this is First Lake, home to rainbow trout. And here's the canoe carry to Grassy Pond, 0.4 miles. Last portage of the day. Portage to Grassy Pond goes to the floatplane campsite. It's a nice little setup, picnic tables, bunch of aluminum boats. Great view. This is Grassy Pond. It's pretty tiny. There's only one campsite on here. The campsite's marked wrong on the paddler's map, but it's marked correctly on the paddler's guidebook. So we'll see how the fishing is. If it's nothing fantastic, we'll stay one night and move to Third Lake tomorrow. Camp is all set up. Just filtering some water. I just switched to a Platypus 6-liter filter. Got a fire going. Got the rain fly up and the tent. Again, this site is right at the end of the portage, which is right there. Small site. I don't know if I'll stay here 2 nights. We will see. Dinner today is homemade chili mac. Made it, dehydrated it. Normally I eat mountain meals, and I really do love them, but I realize their high salt content makes me have to go to the bathroom a lot at night. And going to the bathroom when you're in a tent is a hassle. So this trip is all homemade meals that I have dehydrated. I also have black bean burgers and mushroom stroganoff. Good morning. It was a rainy night. It's going to be a rainy day. Poured all night. Needless to say, I didn't get the best night's sleep, so I did use it as an opportunity to sleep in since it was just so rainy. It's going to rain all day, and the original plan was to stay here for 2 days and fish Grassy Pond, but I've decided that I'm going to use this rainy day as a travel day and head to Third Lake, set up camp there for the next 2 days, and use Friday, which is going to be the nicest day in terms of weather, to explore some of the other ponds in this chain of lakes. So that's the plan. Alright, the portage is over. I'm just taking a break at the float plane campsite, which is also the trailhead. At Portage, even though it's 4/10 of a mile, it's got a lot of hills on it, so you're going up and down, up and down. So it gassed me. I'm pooped. I'm super sweaty. I'm super wet from the rain. Luckily the temperatures are good, so I'm not cold. But it's going to be a soggy day. I'm just glad that Portage is over. Only one more left to get back to Third Lake, and it's a short one. Again, there were some otters here when I brought my first load down, and I didn't have my camera that had the zoom on it. They're at the other end of the lake, and with all this rain, I don't know if I'll be able to bring that camera out. But maybe we'll see them on the paddle out. We're back on the water. Thank God. Just coming to the takeout to get to second pond. I slow trolled that entire lake and no action. Portage from first lake to second lake's done. Last portage of the day, thank goodness. Just stopping for a snack. Little pepperoni sticks, chocolate cherry trail mix, which is super good. And my favorite, the moose stack bar. So after this, we'll head through second lake, back to third, and look for a campsite. I'm debating about going and just getting the see if the lean-tos available, just so I can dry off and dry things off quicker. But it's been rainy, soggy. The good news is the rain has been pretty tame. So portaging's done. I'm back to the big water. Back on third lake. Tell you what, the views are beautiful. Even if it's cloudy and overcast. The lining of golden trees is impressive. A lot of loons on this lake right now. That's the fourth one I've seen. In contrast, there wasn't one loon on Grassy Pond, and I wonder if that's indicative of anything. Indicative of fishing. I think he agreed with me. So if there's no loons, are there limited fish? Do you want to fish where the loons are? That's the million-dollar question. These views are pretty remarkable. I may opt for a campsite on the side of the lake just so I can look at that ridge right there, that ridge line. Not the biggest mountains, but they're pretty. Campsite 3. I have to say this is one of my favorite campsites I've ever stayed on. I do love the table. It makes life very easy. Fire pit. Put the rain fly over the table in front of the fire pit. Again, this is the view. And this is amazing. Got things drying. My tent's right here. It's drying too. There's so much condensation in it. When it was raining last night, every raindrop was actually sending drops of condensation onto me. But there she is. Just a beautiful sight. Nestled under a bunch of hemlocks, and it's pouring. They do a good job of blocking the rain. deer? What the hell is that? What's a beaver? He's flying. I have to tell you, Third Lake is probably my new favorite lake. I am enamored with this lake. It's beautiful. You know, it's been raining, but like the lake's been glass. The clouds rolling through the mountains. I just saw a rainbow, a beaver, lots of loons. This is sorry, it took 2 years for me to get here. This is a beautiful lake. For dinner is mushroom stroganoff. This is the first time I made it. I had it on Tuesday when I car camped at one of the sites on the road in. It's pretty good. The sauce is actually made from cashews, raw cashews. Good morning. It's a little after 7:30. We're on the water fishing. It's partly cloudy. You can see some blue in the sky. And got my coffee to go. So it's going to be a great morning. Today's goal is just to catch fish. Well, at least fish. Maybe not catch anything. And explore these lakes a little bit more. So I'm really looking forward to a chill day. It's going to be a good one. And the series of lakes is just so beautiful. And I've only seen about half of it. So hopefully today I'll get to see the other half. And hopefully the sun comes out. And hopefully I catch a fish. Okay, the wind's picking up on the big lake, so I went back to camp, layered up, made another cup of coffee, got some snacks, and decided I'm gonna go explore the other lakes, 4th, 5th, 6th, potentially 7th. So that will be my weekend, or my afternoon activity. This morning I did paddle pretty much the entire perimeter of the lake. Slow trolling some flies and no action whatsoever. It did cool off considerably too with that wind. So maybe some of these smaller lakes will give us a better opportunity to, 1, catch fish, and 2, stay out of the wind's way. And here we have 4th Lake. That was a surprisingly quick paddle. That was like 2/10 of a mile. That was super short. 4th Lake is a beautiful little lake. It's more of a pond, but it feels very Adirondack-y. Super dark water, lined with pine trees. It's a beautiful little lake. Here we have the culvert. I don't know if I'm gonna fit. I'm gonna have to lean back. Lean back. Gangsters don't dance. We just pull up the pants and pull up our pants and do the rock away. There we go. I'm gonna do this. Made it, but it wasn't pretty. too snug for me. And this is Fifth Lake. Another beautiful little lake. Supposed to be lake trout and Atlantic salmon in here. Hopefully the Fifth Lake's the charm for me catching something. Fish on, finally. Just a little guy, but it's a fish, and I'll take it. It's a little rainbow. That was harder than anticipated. This dude's got a lot of energy. I just want to get a quick picture and let him go. And he's gone. It's the Sixth Lake Mountain right there. And that's where we're heading. And here you have it, Sixth Lake and Seventh Lake are connected. And then there's another flow that connects Seventh Lake to Eighth Lake, so hopefully that's navigable. But beautiful little lake with great views of Sixth Lake Mountain. There's Seventh Lake. Tiny little guy. Let's see if we can make it through. It's pretty thick in here. Seventh Lake. It's about the size of a football field. Let's see if there is a channel to get to Eighth Lake or if it's too dry and it requires a bushwhack. Eighth Lake is somewhere back there. Pretty thick and gnarly. The road ends for me here. Maybe another day. Add that to the bucket list. Back at the homestead, just drying things off. Getting ready to prepare for my trek out tomorrow. I'm going to do early dinner. Black bean tacos is for dinner today. That way I can hopefully hit the water for at least 2 more hours of fishing before I head out, as long as the wind cooperates. What a great little paddle though that was, from Third Lake to Seventh Lake. Again, beautiful little lakes. Should be called ponds because they're so tiny, but they're very pretty. And again, just the mountains surrounding this chain of lakes, they're pretty spectacular. Great views, and I have to admit I'm pretty thankful. I feel like I timed this trip just right because the fall foliage seems to be at peak right now. Just beautiful colors throughout every lake that I hit. I have to say that Third Lake really elevated my spirits. You know, coming here on, was it Tuesday? My heart really wasn't in the game in terms of going on a canoe trip. Had a long 2 weeks of work prior to this, traveling to Long Island and then to New York City last week. And my energy levels were super low. And then on day one, Wednesday, I feel like I portaged more than I paddled to get to Grassy Pond, and that was super underwhelming. And I'm glad I only stayed one night there and made it to Third Lake yesterday, because this is one of the prettiest lakes I've ever been on. It's just beautiful. There's mountains, hills everywhere, and even though the weather hasn't been great, this trip's been fantastic. And this lake alone, and like 5, 6, and 7, and 4. Really, again, boosted my spirits, and I'm just so thankful that I got to, spend at least a day and a half here checking out these lakes, these new waters, and someday I'm going to make it to 8th Lake. Looks like a slog, but I'm going to add that one to my bucket list. Fishing hasn't been great. I did catch one in my book. That's a success. But I'm going to spend a couple hours tonight on the water, and hopefully I can change that tally. Back at it, back on the water. Last 2 hours trying to get something meaningful. What a beautiful evening it turned out to be. You can see the sun behind me. It feels great. How pretty that sky is. Okay, we got one. I just know my battery's going to run out. Oh, and there he goes. Lost him. He was pretty though. Got another one. Oh yeah, it is an Atlantic salmon. Calm down. This is my first Atlantic salmon on a fly rod. Even though I'm not really fly fishing. But let's get a quick picture. Oh, he's so slippery, and he's gone. I did take pictures of him with my camera. He was so slippery. Oh, that's awesome. I think the other one must have been a landlocked salmon too. He's very colorful. Sorry I didn't get a picture, but I got it on my phone. I've learned a lesson. Always take a picture on my phone first, just to prove, just to document. Alright, time to head in. The sun is set. Landed one. Beautiful landlocked salmon. Lost another one. I'm guessing that one was a landlocked salmon after seeing the second one. And then I missed another hit. So, not bad for an hour and a half. But I need to get back to camp, start a fire, get ready for bed. I need to get up early. I want to hit the road ASAP. But it turned out to be a beautiful evening. And I'm thankful for those fishies. That landlock was beautiful. Very pretty. These mountains are amazing. Almost look like volcanoes. That little mommy has 2 babies. I've only seen them with one. I know they have more, but usually I lose one, but it's interesting. Oh, maybe they're all babies. Oh no. 1 mommy, 2 babies. Nice. It's been on my bucket list to take some exposure shots of the stars, longer exposure shots of the stars while camping, and either It's always been cloudy or I've gone to bed too early. So I finally had the opportunity and I took some exposure shots from my iPhone, and here they are. I'm actually pretty pleased with them. They turned out good. Camp's all packed up. I'm going to get on the water here pretty soon. Another trip comes to an end. It was a great trip, filled with highs and lows, good weather, bad weather. And today is the best day. It's the best morning. It's beautiful out right now. And I've noticed a trend where typically the days that I'm paddling out are the nicest days. And I think that's Mother Nature sending me a reminder. If you don't come back, you're going to miss this. So I'm not going to complain. I do enjoy leaving the woods in good weather. It does make it a little bit easier, but just beautiful. Just look at it out there. Lake's glass. I am going to miss Third Lake. Tell you what, this place is it's got a special place in my heart right now, and I will definitely be back. It's a special place. Beautiful. Alright, let's get on the water. Back on the water. It's going to be a beautiful paddle out. Goodbye, mountains. I love you. Goodbye, clouds. I love you sometimes. It's a beautiful morning. Calm, peaceful. I'm going to savor these last moments of the Essex Chain. There's some impressive mountains that surround this chain of lakes. Many of them are above 3,000 feet in elevation. That one that we've been looking at most of this trip is Dunbrook Mountain, and it's over 3,500 feet. And behind it, even though you can't see it because of the clouds, is Fishbrook Mountain. That also is above 3,500 feet. So, although they're not high peaks because they're not 4,000 feet, 3,500 feet is still an impressive mountain for New York standards. And you can tell it's a big mountain when it dances with the clouds as much as it does. I worked hard fishing wise on the way out. Nothing. There's some really deep holes in this lake. I work the edges of those, the drop offs, but no luck. Anyways, we are at our first destination. Half mile back to Deer Pond. It's portage time, everybody. Packed up more garbage on this trip than any other trip, from water bottles to helium balloons to toilet paper to aluminum cans. So if you pack it in, please pack it out. The portage across Deer Pond is literally across the lake. We just got to go right there. Boop. It's like 200 yards. There she is. One of the best feelings is when you get to your vehicle after a long trip. There's no one here on Wednesday, and there's no one here on Saturday. I found my solitude. After every camping trip, I crave a burger. Success. Mission complete.